everyone, today after reviewing this brand new romantic movie just dropped on Netflix called The Heartbreak Agency, and this movie, the story is quite interesting. This movie centers around, we see this woman, she offer counsel to people who had like a really hard breakup, after breaking up people become so sad and upset. So basically she, in this movie we see she offer one-to-one counsel with all these people whose heart got broken, and in this movie you also see this journalist when he find out that his girlfriend broke up with him because basically this therapist told her that this guy, he cannot love her back because he's incapable of loving her. So when he find out this therapist is the reason for his breakup, in this movie we see he goes to this agency to find out more about this therapist. But when he goes to this like basically in this movie therapy session with this therapist, he fell in love with her because that's how it will go. So I thought this movie's story is actually, the first act was quite interesting. When I was watching it, I was like, whoa, this is interesting concept. She is helping people to get over their bad breakup, and sometimes breakup can be very heartbreaking. So this movie comes with this very interesting concept. However, because this is also a rom-com and everything, and so predictable it has to be, halfway through though, this movie become very predictable and very cringy for me, especially the conversation between the therapist and the journalist. It was really bad, and I was like, because this guy, obviously he doesn't believe in this therapy, so he goes to her and trying to discover, what is this therapist about. Then some of this conversation, this therapist basically tell him that she is actually doesn't believe in this therapy. And that time, this movie became really, like basically this movie fell apart for me, because I was like, whoa, even you don't believe in your therapy, then why should I believe? Why should audience believe? Because this movie actually ditch a storyline, like really. And halfway through this movie, really, I was like, whoa, I was really interested to see how this therapy, it will help some people, because some of these people look like they really need help. This movie dealt with this heavy subject matter about breaking up and everything, getting over people. I thought it was really very poor done. However, though, I thought this movie still was okay, because the actor in this movie, they are actually quite likable. The lead actor, a lot of people will be irritated by his character, but that's how he's supposed to be. He's not believe in this therapy. That is the reason he went to her to, I guess, uncover the mystery around her, but then he fall in love with her. So this actor, I have seen him in other show like Barbarian. He's really good actor. I thought he was good in this. Also the actress, although her script was really bad, the therapist script was really bad in this movie. Her dialogues were bad. What was she saying was bad. It was really wrong. No way in real life therapist will act that way with their patient. Or although I do agree she's not a real therapist, I suppose she doesn't have a license, so it doesn't make sense, I guess. But still, when you are a therapist, that's not how you interact with your patient, I guess. So her character was really bad written. However, this actress was quite good in this movie. I thought overall this movie came up with this such interesting idea, but execution for this movie is really very bad and frustrating. I was like, this is really not that good. End of this movie felt like this guy, he was right about therapist being a scam, That is what it felt like. Overall, this movie still is okay, it's a romantic movie. That's how they go. Plot line, they're always predictable. I guess I'm really frustrated with the story, the way it went on. Although still this movie, I will say it is still very cringy and predictable. But overall, I had an okay time. And that's my thought on this. Let me know in the comment. What do you think about this movie? If you enjoyed this review, don't forget some other reviews on other movies. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time. Please take care.